What are the top 10 strongest currencies? We've analyzed the strongest currencies based on the number of units of foreign currency received in exchange for $1. The exchange rates are sourced from our currency converter, based on data from Open Exchange as at the time of writing. 1. Kuwaiti Dinar. KWD. The Kuwaiti Dinar is the strongest currency in the world, with 1 Kuwaiti Dinar buying $3.26. Kuwait is located between Saudi Arabia and Iraq, earning much of its wealth from being a leading global exporter of oil. The Kuwaiti dinar was introduced in the 1960s and was initially pegged to the British pound before being repegged to an undisclosed basket of currencies. 2. Bahraini Dinar, BHD. The Bahraini Dinar is the second strongest currency in the world, with 1 Bahraini Dinar buying $2.65. Bahrain is an island nation in the Persian Gulf off the coast of Saudi Arabia. Like Kuwait, the country earns much of its wealth from oil and gas exports. The Bahraini dinar entered circulation in 1965 and is pegged to the US dollar. 3. Omani Rial OMR. The Omani Rial is the third strongest currency in the world, with 1 Omani Rial buying $2.60. Oman sits between the United Arab Emirates and Yemen at the tip of the Arabian Peninsula. As with its other wealthy neighbors, Oman is a major exporter of oil and gas. The Omani Rial was introduced in the 1970s and is pegged to the US dollar. 4. Jordanian Dinar, JOD. The Jordanian Dinar is the fourth strongest currency in the world, with 1 Jordanian Dinar buying $1.41. Jordan is largely landlocked country in the Middle East. Jordan is less dependent on oil and gas exports than its neighbors and has struggled with sluggish economic growth and rising debt. The Jordanian dinar entered circulation in 1950 and is pegged to the US dollar. 5. British Pound, GBP. The British pound is the fifth strongest currency in the world, with 1 British pound buying $1.28. Britain is the sixth largest country by gross domestic product (GDP), according to the World Bank. The pound was first introduced in the 1400s before being decimalized in 1971. It is free-floating and thus not pegged to other currencies. 6. Thai. Gibraltar Pound, GIP. The Gibraltar Pound is the joint fifth strongest currency in the world, with 1 Gibraltar Pound buying $1.28. 7. Cayman Islands Dollar, CAID. The Cayman Islands dollar is the sixth strongest currency in the world, with 1 Cayman Islands dollar buying $1.20. The Cayman Islands is a British territory in the Caribbean and is an offshore financial center. The Cayman Islands dollar was first introduced in the 1970s and is pegged to the US dollar. 8. Swiss franc, CHF. The Swiss franc is the seventh strongest currency in the world, with 1 Swiss franc buying $1.15. The Swiss franc is the official legal tender of Switzerland and Liechtenstein and is seen as a safe haven due to Switzerland's political stability. The Swiss franc was introduced in 1850 and was later briefly pegged to the euro before moving to a free float. 9. Euro, Euros. The euro is the eighth strongest currency in the world, with 1 euro buying $1.10. The euro is the official currency of the Eurozone, being 20 out of the 27 countries that form part of the European Union. The physical currency entered circulation in 2002 and is free-floating. Related, euro to AUD forecast. 10. US dollar, USD. The US dollar is the 10th strongest currency in the world, worth exactly 1 against itself. All other units of currency across the globe are worth less than a US dollar. Created in the 1700s, the US dollar is legal tender in the USA, other US territories and sovereign nations including Ecuador and Zimbabwe. The US is the world's largest economy by GDP, and the US dollar is by far the most traded currency globally. The US dollar is also the largest reserve currency in the world, the currency most held by central banks, and is the currency used to price many commodities, including oil, gold and copper.